of people associated with Jeffrey Epstein could be unsealed as early as today, possibly including some powerful people. Last month, a federal judge ruled the names of Epstein's alleged victims and those connected to him must be made public. The list could contain more than 150 names. It does not imply knowledge of his alleged crimes or involvement in them. Nancy Chen has more.
Nearly 4.5 years after Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in a New York federal prison, names of Epstein's associates, employees, and alleged victims are expected to be unsealed in court documents related to a 2015 settled civil suit involving Epstein accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence for helping Epstein groom and sexually abuse underage girls. Maxwell and Epstein have been accused of running a sex trafficking operation. In 2020, alleged Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre told Gayle King she believed Maxwell likely had incriminating information on high-profile people.
People like who? People well-known names?
Very well-known names. The government officials, the politicians, the royalty.
Giuffre accused Epstein and Maxwell of sex trafficking her to Britain's Prince Andrew when she was 17. He denied her allegations, and they settled out of court in 2022. Former President Bill Clinton, who has never been accused of any wrongdoing connected to Epstein, could also be named in the unsealed documents. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman says this is believed to be the final document dump related to Epstein.
I think it's highly significant for documents to be unsealed so that the complete story of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell can be made public. We need to know, as members of the public who have an interest in keeping women and young girls, children, safe from predators.
So you saw that, right? Let me guess. You want to know what was in the Epstein document dump, correct? Well, don't worry. You ain't even got to look. I'm going to tell you, because I did the looking last night. And I'm going to tell you straight up, it's some bull. Pretty much last night, after they were dumped, guess what? The servers crashed. And I would say it's a conspiracy, but you probably had it. There was a lot of hype around this. So a lot of people probably went to the websites trying to find it, and it crashed the website. That's always an option. So we're going to stick in the realm of possibility. So somebody else found the documents, downloaded it to their website, and offered a link to the public so that people could still see what was in there. And needless to say, it was disappointing. Now, we know that this has been a highly followed case by the public. I mean, probably more so than any other case in recent years. Jeffrey Epstein, a sexual predator who was surrounded by other sexual predators, very wealthy sexual predators, and this was what was inside. So after you download the link, of course, you go here, you check out your folder, you go to the download, and here's all the documents that are in there. So there should be approximately 41 PDFs in this folder. I'm not going to sit here and go through each and every one with you guys, but I will drop the link to where I downloaded it if you want to go see for yourself. But I'm going to give you the spoiler. I'm going to give you the spoiler. This was a humongous distraction. When I say I went through every 41 documents in that folder, this was simply the actual case of Maxwell versus Giuffre. This was not anything related to Epstein or the big gotcha, the surprise. There was none of that. This was a giant, massive early April Fool's joke, a nothing burger. They played us, man. And I'm always very skeptical, of especially anything that comes from mainstream news, the government, because it's always a lie. And for once, I thought, this was an independent judge and she was just making a decision that was on something that was good for the world. We got played. We got played big time. There's absolutely nothing throughout these 41 documents. Now, I mean, I could be wrong and I overlooked something, or they could be releasing something else. But from what we just saw on that news clip,
this is believed to be the final document dump related to Epstein.
This was going to be the final document dump on Jeffrey Epstein. the guy who unalived himself in custody. Federal custody, might I add. Background. I used to work in the prison system. I know that if you have a high profile inmate that's within your custody and you're on that watch, ain't nobody, let me repeat, ain't nobody going to sleep on post, gonna wander off to get a bag of chips, or leave that man unsecured whatsoever. What did they say? The cameras went on. The officers went to sleep. All this old BS. And after all that's been said and done, years later, we're here with the document dump, a client list. I'm gonna tell you, there was a list. And I'm about to show y'all that now. So let's go to here. Right here, we have Exhibit N. And we see Virginia Giuffre versus Ghislaine Maxwell. Blah, blah, blah. Identities of individuals likely to have discoverable information relevant to disputed facts alleged with particularity in the pleadings. Name number 1, Ghislaine Maxwell. And they put all their little business information because they're not putting their personal addresses, which we don't need. That wouldn't be a good idea. But look, let's go through here. You got Miss Giuffre herself. Is the plaintiff, has knowledge of concerning matters. Kathy Alexander. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Somebody who probably didn't want their name in here, which they said that was gonna happen. David Boyes, Laura Booth. You look at this stuff, this ain't no, remember what they said? There's a lot of big names that are gonna be revealed. I don't see none. Outside of the Bill Clinton name they kept throwing around because Bill Clinton's so old, he's a scapegoat at this point. He doesn't give a damn. Throw his name out there in the arena. Whatever. Nothing's gonna ever happen to him. But the troubling part about all of this, and I gotta be real, the troubling part about all of this is, aside from the flight logs, aside from this fucking charade, there are genuinely people who violated children on that island for countless numbers of years, all around the world. And they just got away with it. Our justice system, our federal justice system consisting of the FBI, the DEA, the CIA, the NSA, all these organizations and agencies, they're just letting it go. We got played as the public because already, this is pretty much old news already. Nobody's talking about it. You go to X and you got these content vultures. They're just out here looking to make content. They probably gone through it, or they probably haven't. They're just waiting for somebody else to do it and then try to piggyback off of their findings. But this is a mess. This is just another bullshit story, just content for creators in the news, and then it's done. All the people whose lives have been destroyed, children who have been taken from their homes, violated, thrown into the sex trade, lost around the world as we speak. And nothing happens. It's just gone. This is extremely troubling. And it's not like it's nothing new. It's not like we didn't know this was gonna happen. But this is disgusting, bro. Extremely disgusting. As you can see, so this guy here posted a snippet of the documents. And as you can see, it looks very similar to what I have here that I've shown you. And it says, a witness statement claims that Jeffrey Epstein trafficked minors for making her available for sex to politically connected and financially powerful people. Epstein's purposes in lending this victim was to obtain blackmail on them. No shit. We already knew this. Why is that a gotcha? Is that the big bomb that we were talking about? We already knew this. That's the Game of Thrones type, man. It's the House of Cards. That's what happens. We didn't learn anything new from this. This is the same as garbage that we already knew. So now I put, man, these documents are a huge nothing burger. There isn't anything being stated that is world changing. The good old powers that be pulled an early April Fool's joke. As you can see, that many people saw it, that many people responded. It's gone. It's over with. If you get they silenced the man. They played with us. They released documents that are absolutely nothing. This is like ordinary case law. I mean, not case law, but this is ordinary court documents that you can find on any public server. This is nothing. And this was very high profile. This was very important. When I say that this type of behavior is on the rise, this type of behavior is next in line on the woke social political ladder, I'm telling you, it's coming. This is evidence. They're protecting these people already. You know, if you want to know what's the next thing coming on the ladder, who's getting protected? Unequivocally, no obstacles, who's getting protected? I ain't even got to call it out. Rainbows. Started with Black Lives Matter, LGB. Now it's the T. What's coming next? They are protecting child predators, wealthy child predators, political child predators, regular child predators that knew him. They went and arrested the January 6th protesters, but we have evidence, or they have evidence, and they're not getting on it. They're letting these people ride scot-free. That's what we got to look forward to, people. I'm telling you, traditionally what woke meant was that you was enlightened. You saw what was going on. You had common sense. You could critically think. Not anymore. Let's go back to the old version of what woke meant. Stay woke. Because this is coming next. They just showed us. There's nothing else to say about it, man. It's just sick behavior as usual from these people. I'm not even surprised. I don't even know why I got my hopes up. I thought that the system was going to finally do some good for once. And once again, they failed. Utterly. Like a damn explosive fiery car crash. They failed. Other than that, man, I ran my mouth enough. I'll see y'all in the next one, bros. Peace.